Good morning. Today is episode 58 of the Learn Piano in Your Car series. Today I want you to picture your hand on the keys. Now I want you to see that the back of your hand is flat at a horizontal angle like a tabletop. You should be able to put a coin on the back of your hand and not drop it. Your fingertips are on the keyboard, not the flat of your hand. So it's actually your fingertips. If you've got long nails, you'll find this really hard to do. So that should help you to picture the position I'm talking about. You should be able to hear, can you hear that? That's my nails tapping on the keys because my fingers are at 90-degree angle to the keys, and it's the actual tips of my fingers that are touching the notes. That's the position you're aiming for. Now, you won't always hold your hand in that position. Even if you watch a top class pianist, you'll see their hands are flatter than that at points. But if you start off in the tip-top position, which I'm just describing, then that's your default. You can afford to move into other positions and you'll go back to that one. To make sure your hand is at that position, you also need to make sure that your seat is at the right height and that your seat does not have arms on it. If you have arms on your seat, they will get in the way of your elbows when you are trying to play. You need to make sure you're 12 to 18 inches away from the piano as well, because that's the way to give yourself space. If you can watch the video, you can see that I am moving my arms across the front of me so I can go, my right hand can reach right down to the bottom of the piano and my left hand can reach right to the top without moving my torso. I'm not having to lean back to do that. I'm already far enough away that I can move quite freely and my body is not in my way. Now back to your hand on the piano in the tabletop position. I came up with a nifty way for you to check that you're doing this right at home, because you can't see yourself unless you video yourself. You can't actually see what you're doing when you're in the middle of playing something. Like if you're playing C major, the scale of C major, if you can see the video, you'll see that my hand position didn't change. My fingers are still in tabletop position and my fingers are still at 90-degree angle to the keyboard. And as I moved up, actually, you might notice that my elbow moved away from my body. If you take a look at the video, you'll see. So in order to move your arm up, you're not swinging your elbow, your arm and your hand from your elbow. What you're actually doing is moving your elbow up. And that, if you look at your hand again, it means that your hand is always at a 90-degree angle to the actual keyboard. And you're making that happen because it's your elbow that's lifting up. And that is why arms on a chair could be a problem. So this is what you need to do at home. It's a nifty little thing that I came up with. And you don't do this all the time because it's not great to practice like this all the time, but to do it occasionally to give you an idea of the right position when you don't have a teacher sat beside you is ace. So you play C major scale, take note of your elbow rising. Okay, to make sure that your hand stays in that position, do the same thing with a coin on the back of your hand. And if you can do that without dropping the coin, then that means your position is just about right. Same with the left hand. Put the coin on the back. And I'm nearly dropping it myself. But that will help you. That's a nifty little trick. One of my top tips for practicing at home on your own. Practice with the coin on the back of your hand. For scales, it's really good for scales because it's through the use of scales and arpeggios and other exercises like that that we develop our technique. So you can use the coin on the back of your hand to help you develop your technique, but don't do it too often. All right, questions to info@themusicroom.org.uk. My name is Carol Brotherston, the founder of the Perfect Piano Academy. If you want to know anything, just get in touch with me.